Justin Jefferson has a record-breaking contract from the Vikings.
$35 million a year, Cullen. That would have been $500,000 a catch last year.
Yeah, the Vikings left no room for interpretation on how they feel about star receiver Justin Jefferson. Today, signing a deal that makes him the highest paid NFL player that doesn't play quarterback.
And then this happens. Wait for it. ORCS would go on to win in overtime.
We've got Kindred facing off against Shiloh Christian. It's all on WDAY. Does it look like we're ready? Yeah, we're ready. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, in stores like Home of Economy and even Shields, you can buy these things: spinners, jigs, crankbaits, made by 12-year-old Jack Olson. This week, I visited the headquarters of Jack's Tackle. Even came back with a few samples.
Rachel Hankinson, North Dakota, only has a population of about 900 people. But here in the Vikings tailgate lot, you can't go far without seeing a Tampa Bay 69 Cody Mauch jersey. That's because his family estimates hundreds of people have made the trek from southeast North Dakota to see Cody play his first NFL game. Police say Pickett fired a gun at a house after he and another player were involved in an argument with a track athlete Saturday night. Yeah, thanks, Dom. Coach, coming out of the bye week, get a big conference win. Was that the energy you wanted?
Well, it was closer.
Guys, I moved to the lobby because I wanted to show you just the line of people to get into this sold-out game to see number 6 Alabama and Devils Lake native Grant Nelson playing a special road game at UND.
I grip it like that.
Favorite pitch?
I probably like my curveball the most.
Okay. Hey, thanks to the Red River student section. First Down Friday just feels complete this week. We're adding Minnesota schools to the mix now. We've got a rock star lineup, including the top 2 teams in North Dakota. We start, though, with our game of the week. Barnesville versus DGF, and 2 teams that ended their seasons at US Bank Stadium last year. Roll tape.
Most families spend their time together at the park or the movies, but for the Oliver family, they spend their time together at the hockey rink. And without them, the Fargo Force junior hockey team probably wouldn't be where it is today.
Do scratches get socks?
No.
No. Do goalies get socks?
No.
Depends on the goalie, right?
It takes a lot of work to get the Fargo Force ready for practice. Laundry to sort, uniforms to repair, skates to sharpen.
That's why you come to me for skates. Perfect.
Just another day in the office for equipment extraordinaire Maddie Oliver.
A deeper cut means you're gonna get more grip on the ice. You're gonna cut into the ice a little bit more.
Down the hall, his wife Stephanie
there you go, that's better.
is running a weightlifting session before practice.
You're gonna lower it down like an RDL, jump up.
She's using her experience training NHL players on the East Coast to build the Force's new in-house strength and conditioning program.
And got to experience really, really good training and what really good training meant, and I really wanted to bring that back to North Dakota.
Now in their 3rd year with the Force, these days during hockey season
Did I miss anybody?
can get long.
Yeah, so game day, like I say, puck drops on a Friday night is a 7:05 puck drop, so I usually walk through the door at 6 a.m.
Good thing they've got some help.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
And their children, twins, Cody and Easton.
You do just kind of have that moment of, wow, this is really cool. I mean, and I think that's what just makes it so special and so fun is I've got my best friend and my 2 favorite people in the whole world, and I get to go do something that's really fun, a part of it.
The 2 met in Stephanie's hometown of Killdeer, North Dakota. Maddie, a first-year teacher at Killdeer High. Stephanie's dad was the principal. Talk about making a good first impression.
Well, my mom liked him.
Yeah,
so
I always kind of joke I won her parents over before I won her over, I guess.
Yeah. And for Maddie and Stephanie, it's not just about making sure players have the best gear or the fastest muscles.
Yep, you bet.
In this age group too, that they just absorb so much because it is before they go to college or they go to the NHL, and they're absorbing so much of what you're doing. So you're really at a precious time to actually build something with them.
When you're working with other adults, they're pretty established in their life, whereas these guys, they've got the whole world in front of them, and so they'll listen to you.
Even though their jobs have taken them all over the country.
There you go, get a pie, get a pie.
This is home.
I used to come home and talk about my team, or she used to come home and talk about her team, and now we come home and we talk about the same team. So that's cool.
Dorian Sandus is a senior at Fargo South. Like most kids his age, he's playing sports and planning for the future. But his story is not like most. It's one of tragedy, adoption, and perseverance.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
It's here on a football field. Dorian Sandness feels right at home. Learning new plays and getting ready for Friday's big rivalry game.
Good catch, Semenko.
And it was on a football field Dorian met people who would change his life forever.
Trayton came up to me one day, like, really excited, and he was like, there's this big dude joining my football team. Like, we're going to be great this year. Like, it's going to be awesome.
We pick up Dorian's story in 2018. He had just joined a youth football team with Coach Brent Hoffert and his son Trayton.
He was not the average size 12-year-old. So.
Get it, buddy, get it. Go.
The following spring, tragedy struck. Dorian's mom, a single parent, passed away.
Especially those first few months after it happened. Long nights crying in my room. It's just, obviously over time, just with the grieving process, it gets easier slowly.
Within a week, he moved in with the Hoffert family. They were already on the same page.
I was at work one day and I called Chantel. What do you think if there's nobody there for him stepping up? And she's like, I'm already looking into it.
Started moving all the things in. Trey and Talon right away just came to us right away and said, can we adopt him?
So they did.
Actually, we ended up adopting him on Trayton's birthday, which was April 27th, 2020.
In this living room, during the pandemic, over conference call, coach became dad, teammate became brother.
After, I had some time to myself just to, just walk it through, I just felt like this was the best choice for me personally as a human being, because I have, two wonderful parents now and two awesome siblings that I can see every day.
In a way, it's kind of like we share a birthday, I guess, because like him coming into our family is like kind of similar, I guess.
The obstacles didn't stop there for Dorian. He's had to overcome 2 separate season-ending knee injuries just to get on the field for his senior year.
Let's keep getting better, all right? Hey, Bruins on 3, 1, 2, 3.
He's making a habit of beating the odds.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. No matter how difficult something may be, you can always overcome every obstacle that it's put in front of you. You just got to go head first and just be willing to do whatever it takes.
Monday nights at the Hoffert house don't normally look like this.
Dude, I want a touchdown.
Dorian and Trayton are seniors. There's usually practices, games, school activities.
I didn't really do.
But this night, they're all together to watch football and reminisce about how their family has changed in these last 5 years.
Maybe something was missing, I don't know. But he fills the gap.
You see it all the time. It's faith, family, and football. That's really
kind of our logo.
Yeah.
Dad's famous catchphrases.
Faith, family, and football. God's will kind of made it happen.
Dorian wants to play college football. He plans to study pre-med, and he wants to help others. He hopes his story inspires people, too.
I'm sure it will.
It already has.
Their family is incredible.
Lucky young man.
Yes.
And a lucky family.
Exactly. And you can see Dorian and South play North tomorrow night on WDAY Extra 2.
All right, thank you, Cullen.
Dana, Kirsten, this is just one of those games that you kind of circle on the calendar long before the season starts. Shanley and Minot remixing that instant classic of a state championship game that they played last November. We've got it live for you on WDAY Extra and WDAY Plus coming up at 7. I'm joined by Shanley coach Troy Mattern. And, Coach, we'll start with this. What have you said to your team about this game? Have you addressed the state championship loss?
We really haven't. It's a new football team. It's the 2024 team. But these kids obviously know in the back of their minds what went on. A lot of these kids played in that game, but obviously everybody was on the sideline, so they know what's at task. But most importantly, we just got to get better as a football team.
66 points last week, a game that didn't end until, 10 o'clock? What was the specifics that you liked about your offense?
You know what? You hear the coaching cliche, you want to get better from week 1 to week 2, and I thought we did that. I thought we were a lot more crisp. We executed well, but obviously we got some things to clean up on defense, and hopefully we address that this week.
Coach, appreciate it. Good luck tonight. Looking forward to it. And this game tonight at 7 at Shanley is not our only game of the week. We've also got Rogers at Moorhead. That's going to be on WDAY2. And a note there, that game now an 8 p.m. start. So a delayed start there. Detroit Lakes at Perham as well. All those games streaming on Inforum.com and the WDAY Plus app. And our WDAY sports cameras will be all over the region, grabbing those highlights for First Down Friday. We'll show you 12 games tonight at 10, including a huge top 5 matchup between Cheyenne and Mandan. For the second straight week, NDSU football will be facing a Hall of Famer coaching on the opposing sidelines. This week, it's Heisman Trophy winner Eddie George. He was hired 4 years ago to coach at Tennessee State. George even hired former Bison coach Tyler Roll to be his offensive coordinator in January. That was before Roll left for Iowa State. George is well acquainted with what NDSU brings to the field tomorrow.
They are the epitome of what you want your football team to look like. Through and through, just a great cohesive unit. The run game is very violent. The quarterback is probably the best player that we've seen since we've been here. And their defense is very sound.
Much more from Eddie George tomorrow, 10 a.m. on Bison Game Day. That leads you right up to kickoff between the Tigers and Bison at 2:30, all on WDAY. Shanley, Minot, 7 p.m. Extra. See you there. Reporting live from Shanley, Cullen Holt, WDAY Sports.